Hello and welcome back to Jules Math Tools. In our session today, we're going to be solving another algebraic equation. And when you're ready, let's get started. To solve the equation that we're going to be working today, we're going to be using cross multiplication. Now, even though it's called cross multiplication, where I'll be multiplying our denominators to the different sides of our equation, it's still the same process that we would use if we were to find the LCD, because we know when finding our LCD for both 3 and 7, our LCD is going to be 21. And in using our LCD, we will then multiply the opposite sides of our equation by the different denominators to get our equivalent equation. So the left hand side of my equation, I will be multiplying by 3, keeping my denominator of 7, which will equal to 7 only on the other side, because again, we are multiplying both sides, so my 3's will cancel on the right hand side, which will leave me with only 7. And now we're going to distribute my 3 to my 2p and also my 3 to my negative 1. So 3 times 2p will equal to 6p, and 3 times negative 1 will equal to negative 3, and we're keeping our denominator of 7. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the right hand side, where I will be multiplying my denominator of 7 to my 7 on the right hand side. And again, this is cross multiplication, so my 7's on the left hand side will cancel, leaving us with just 6p minus 3, and 7 times 7 is 49. Now for this step where I show the cross multiplication, I usually don't do that when I'm performing the working myself, but I just want to show the steps so that for everyone following along, they'll be able to follow me and understand exactly what I did as I worked through the equation. So now we're going to be collecting our like terms, and since my 3 is being subtracted on the left hand side, that means that my 3 will be added on the right hand side. And now we're going to simplify, and 49 plus 3 is equal to 52, and now we're dividing both sides of the equation by 6. My 6's will cancel, and my p will equal to 52, 6. Okay, so that'll be our answer. And now we're going to do our most important step, which is to check our answer. So remember that our p was equal to 52, 6. And now we're going to perform our check by substituting p for 52, 6. And we're going to put everything else back. Okay, so now let's simplify our brackets. And what I'm going to be doing is taking my 2 and my 52, 6. And I'm going to simplify this bracket. So 2 will divide into itself once, 2 will divide into 6 3 times, so this will equal to 52 thirds. And again, I'm going to leave it as a fraction because I do still have another fraction involved within this fraction. So I try not to simplify too early, but rather try to leave it until the end. And if need be, I will simplify at that point. So now I'm going to do my cross multiplication, and there is a variety of ways that you can check your answers here, because you can decide to find the simplify your numerator and then divide your numerator by the denominator, which will take you to one set of answers, or you can take the approach that I'm taking. But to simplify this part of the question, there is no one way that you can solve this part. Like I said, you can work with the numerator and then go into your multiplying fractions with this left hand side of the equation, Or I think this approach that I'm going to take is a lot simpler, and I'm going to do my cross multiplication. So I'm going to take my 7 and now multiply that to my 7/3. So I'm cross multiplying with my denominator, and 7 times 7 will equal to 49/3. And I'm going to put my 52/3 minus 1 back. And now I'm going to find my LCD for my fractions, and we know that with my LCD, I'm going to be multiplying my 1 times 3 to get a denominator of 3. So I'm going to have 52/3 minusing 3/3, which is equal to 49/3. And when 52 minus 3, it is equal to 49/3. So as you can see, both my left hand side is equal to my right hand side, which means that my answer 52/6 is indeed the correct answer. So there you have it. We just solved another algebraic equation, and even though these questions sometimes look difficult, remember that the steps to solve them is always easy, simple, and straightforward. So remember your rules for fractions, which is very important when solving algebraic equations involving fractions. So if you're a little rusty on your fraction skills, make sure that you touch upon that, and then you can practice another question just like the ones we did today. So until next time, this is Joe's Math Tools, where math is made easy.